Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. Alright guys, this is the Phoenix Brewing Company's Metamorphus. And these guys are out of Ohio, I think. Phoenix Brewing Company, Mansfield, Ohio. Guys Beer Advocate doesn't have, they have the brewery, but they don't have this beer listed. I couldn't find it anyway. I checked several different ways, and when I went over there, they have some of their beers listed here, guys, but they do not have this particular one listed. It's not there. I got it right here. I'm looking at it. They don't have this particular beer listed. This was sent to me by Ken. He contacted me and said he wanted to send me this, and I said sure. So we're going to see what this brings to the table. Since Beer Advocate doesn't have it listed, they're basically out of the equation on this one. So evidently nobody has posted a review or anything of this beer because it's not on their site at all. Untappd does have it listed, and their commercial description is rich, dark, smoky, transcendent. Easy for me to say, huh? This is a big beer, guys. A 14%er. It says right on the label 14%, 35 IBUs. As far as dating, I don't know. We'll take a closer look at the bottle. Well, excuse me, wait a minute. Let me get back over here. Somebody has taken the time to actually write this in there, whether it was Ken or it was done at the brewery. It says 4/12/18. Today is the 21st. Pretty damn fresh beer. So maybe it's a new offering from these guys. That's why it's not listed on Beer Advocate. So it is what it is, guys. And I appreciate Ken. Thanks a bunch, my friend. I do appreciate you sending this to me. So we're going to review this and see what it brings. The final beer of the evening for me, guys. So we got the commercial description. We got the ABV. And Untappd says that it's 50 IBUs, which I think is what it said on the bottle. No, it says 35 IBUs on the bottle. But it is 14%, so even Untappd has got the wrong information. Very unusual for them to have that. But it says 35 IBUs on the bottle, not 50. So, should be a little sweeter and a little less bitter at 35 instead of 50. So, let's find out what we got here, guys. Let me get this thing down, get the cap off of it, and get it into the glass. A little bit of a hiss, not a big hiss. And at 14%, we're going to go down the center. When I pour this, I'll tell you the cheeses: the buttery Brie, Gouda, Havarti Swiss, General Chocolate, digestive. Meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glass for the pint, Bacaronic tumbler, snifter, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite tulip glass. It says here can be set up for long periods of time. All right, a little bit left in there. We're going to give that to the other half. Straight down the center, hardly any head. It's just barely covering the top of the beer. Pretty dark over into the light. I'm not seeing any at all. It is pitch black, guys. To the nose we go. Rich roasted malt, getting a hint of some bittersweet chocolate and some black molasses. Not getting any big alcohol notes on the nose, so it tells me it's a pretty fairly well made beer. Might change my mind when I taste it. Nice sweetness to the back end of it. Well, it's time. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Ken. Wow. Doesn't have any kind of big notes going off the chain one direction or the other. But for a 14%, that alcohol is super well hidden. This drink's like a 7 or 8%, guys. This would definitely get you into trouble if you're drinking this at a bar or a brew pub. I don't know what the distribution is for these guys, or whether they distribute out from the brewery, whether you have to pick this up there, or it's available at any kind of beer stores there, or bars or brew pubs. I'm not sure. If it is, you better be careful drinking this one. This drink's very smooth, like half of what the ABV says it is. Unbelievable. I can't believe this is a 14% beer. I usually can detect that on the nose or the taste. I cannot on this one. This drink's like a 7.5 to 8% beer, guys. And this is a 14%er. Awesomely well made beer. I'm blown away by how well hidden that alcohol is on this beer. I've had beers that's 8% that's more boozier than this. Wow. I am blown away by that, guys. I really am. I mean, I usually can detect how much more malt it takes to brew this style of beer and this magnitude of a beer. But this one is very well deceiving, unless they're lying to me on the label. But if this is a 14%, there is absolutely no inclination of that on the taste or the smell. Wow. As far as that aspect of it goes, that's a 10 beer, as well as the alcohol is hidden. I'm not telling you I'm giving you a 10 on this yet, but for the alcohol to be 14%, and I cannot taste it or detect that in the aroma or the taste of it, that tells you how well made this beer is. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. This has gotten me puzzled, because I usually can detect that either in the taste or the smell, and I cannot on this one. Unbelievably well made beer. This is a sleeper. This will slap you around. You better be careful drinking this if you're not doing it at home, or if you're drinking it out somewhere and don't have a designated driver. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Please drink responsibly. If you're drinking this beer, this is a sleeper. This will get you in trouble quickly. So, I'm going to sip on this, pour her a glass, and I'll be right back. I'm going to let it come up to room temperature, fire up a stogie, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Been sipping on this for about 45 minutes or so, maybe even a little longer. This beer is absolutely fantabulously awesome. I can, with over 3,000 beer reviews, I can usually detect the alcohol and how much malt was used to produce a beer of this magnitude. I cannot on this one. This is unbelievably smooth for 14%. Like I said earlier, I've had 8%ers that are more boozy than this. So this is super, unbelievably impressive for a beer of this magnitude. And then the coffee's not off the chain, and the dark malt or dark fruit is not off the chain. But it is so smooth and easy drinking. It drinks like a 7.5 to 8%er, guys. This beer will get you in the hammer lane real damn quick, whether you realize it or not. I would buy this beer every day, all day, if I could get my hands on this beer. I didn't look and see if there's any kind of dating on it. I'm very surprised that there is. I don't see anything written on the bottle that tells you when it was produced or bottled. But being a Imperial Stout at 14% and not brewed with any kind of coffee, something that's going to fade over time, this beer is going to keep for a long, long time. And you don't need to. I mean, this beer drinks so smooth, you don't need to sell this beer to get rid of any kind of booziness or alcohol in the taste. I am blown away by this beer, guys. I don't think I've had a better Imperial Stout that was not boozy at a 14%er ever, ever. This drink's like a 7.5 to 8%er. And for a 14%, I usually can detect that, either in the taste or the aroma, or especially as it warms up to room temperature. I get that alcohol to notes and that little bit of booziness. And this one, I do not. I am super impressed by this beer. Probably the best Imperial Stout that's not bourbon barrel aged that I've ever had. I am unbelievably impressed with this beer. Ken, I do appreciate you sending me this beer. I am blown away by this beer. Not because of the taste, not because of any kind of off-the-chain aromas or anything. For a 14% beer that drinks this smooth, I am getting no aspects of that much alcohol in this beer. I would, guys, I'm gonna go on record saying this is, for a 14% beer, this is the tastiest non-alcoholic taste for a 14% Imperial Stout that I've probably ever tasted. Wow, unbelievable. Final choke. Rich roasted malt, caramel toffee, black molasses, bittersweet chocolate, hints of dark fruit, raisin, plums, dates, figs. And the alcohol is so subdued on this, it's unbelievable. Whoever the head brewery is at this brewery has definitely got something figured out here. Wow. Wow. Guys, to me, I'm going off the record on this one. This is a 10 beer. If you can get your hands on this beer, you need to pick it up. It is absolutely outstanding. I can't believe they've hidden the alcohol on this beer as well as they have done. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. And I have tasted a lot of beers in my time. And for 14%, this blows everybody else's 14%ers away. It's a 10. It's a 100 for me, guys. Evil Twin can't hold a candle to what these beers are right now. So, and I'm pretty sure it's probably a fairly new beer, something they just produced, because Beer Advocate doesn't have this beer listed at all. But Untappd does have it listed, and they have it at a 4.14. Absolutely not. This is a 10 beer, guys. This is absolutely outstanding. And something to be this smooth, drinking this fresh, not cellaring it, it's something you need to pick up if you can get your hands on it. This is Metamorphosis from the Phoenix Brewing Company. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable, guys. 10. If I could give it 11, I would give it 11. I would buy this beer all day, every day, all day long to get this beer. And I looked at the bottle when I got back. I didn't see any kind of dating. I'm sure it's a brand new beer from these guys because Beer Advocate doesn't have it listed. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. I'll go over to Untappd because Beer Advocate don't have it listed, and they have it at 4.14. Absolutely not. This ought to be a 5-star beer. And it is to me. It is a 5-star beer. It's a 100. Absolutely incredible. I cannot believe they have hidden the alcohol on this beer as well as they have. So, if you've had this, let me know. This is from the Phoenix Brewing Company. They're out of Ohio. They're out of Mansfield, Ohio. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I am blown away by this beer, guys. I really am. Probably one of the best Russian Imperial Stouts or Imperial Stouts that I've ever had. Unfreaking believable. I enjoyed this, guys. It is absolutely freaking awesome. Ken, once again, my brother, I do appreciate you sending this beer to me. I see why you think this beer is outstanding. It is. It is outstandingly world class. I can't understand why I'm not detecting any of that alcohol. It blows me away that I cannot detect that with the many beers that I've had. Wow. 10 beer, guys. Pick it up if you see it. Like I said, I'll give you the rating from Untapped Beer Advocate. Doesn't have it listed. Probably a fairly new beer. Pick it up. Definitely pick this beer up if you can see it. We're going to wrap it up on this one. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. This is an awesome beer, guys. So until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.